I'm grabbing my mustache hair to pull my lip.
Oh
up.
yeah, I do that with my bottom one. You might not be able to. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I do that too. I'll just sit there and jack it off, kind of.
Yeah, yep, I do that too. Just sit there slapping that thing, and then
Your
my
chin
wife's
looks really
just
good
like,
too.
she just looks like you realize you're getting watched. And how long have I been doing? Oh, by the way, what am I doing? Welcome everybody to the Glaziar Gamble podcast, and this is our sports section. And we have a new segment again, try another one out. And we're going to be talking about where Jimmy G is going to go and where Kevin Durant's going to go. And if we have time, maybe some others. But we're going to, where's Waldo? Similar. Where's KD? Where's Jimmy? We'll see that. And then we have another segment that Joe wanted to talk about. He wanted to surprise me with it. So just like you listening and watching. Just
throwing things at you and seeing how you respond.
Okay, yes, the monkeys at the zoo did that the other day.
Throwing jokes at you, throwing the sass at you. So for just throwing things at you.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so I saw this video. It's 4 dudes.
Okay, I think I saw the same thing.
You already like where this is going. No, but they're sitting around a table. Okay, sitting around a table. And they're doing a draft.
Okay.
But all of them, it's a snake draft, 4 guys. They do 2 rounds, so 8 picks. And they have to draft sauces. Okay.
Sauces.
Okay. And this would mean you would draft a sauce, and that's the sauce you would get for your rest of your life. Okay.
Okay.
And then as they went down the snake, people. I'll tell you. We'll do a little mock up.
Sure.
Like we'll just do. I don't know, 3 picks each.
Okay.
We'll go back and forth. I'll let you start.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just do it. We'll do 2 rounds. You get the first pick. I'll get no.
Like, are we talking like condiments?
Like sauce. So like condiments, yes, but also things that have sauce after it. So
okay.
So it's very. I watched this. They just.
But you have the advantage because
I've seen this. Okay.
Yeah. So you're like, I was
watching the video. I was watching the video and I was like, all right, this dude's got to take ranch number 1, right? Like in my mind, I'm
so
like,
ranch is a sauce.
Ranch is a sauce, yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, this dude's gonna take ranch number 1, right? It wasn't number 1, but I think the dude that picked 4-5, like had the snake, won the draft. And I'll tell you what he did. So if you had a first pick in a sauce draft, what would you pick?
Probably. See, because if I say hot sauce, does that encompass the whole world of hot sauces?
The guy took hot sauce number 1.
See, and I was thinking because if it encompasses all hot sauces, that's a lot of different flavors you get in one. I feel like I would go hot sauce.
Yeah, and then ranch went number 2.
That's crazy that hot sauce went. I had no idea.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, hot sauce, you get so much. And you get you mustard based, barbecue based. Like you have a.
Okay, so since this is how it went. Okay, I'll let you pick number 3 then, and then I'll do the 4-5.
Okay.
So it went hot sauce. I took ranch.
Okay.
You're up with pick number 3.
I have 2 in mind.
Okay.
Apple.
Oh, I did not think about that. That's good. That's good.
I'll take applesauce.
That's good. Okay. This is and okay. So the number 3 I took barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah. You took
I thought about
it. This dude, in my opinion, this is the dude that won the thing.
Okay.
Okay. He went pizza sauce.
Yeah. Tomato sauce. I was thinking
pizza sauce, and then he went Alfredo.
Back to back. So if I had 4-5, so say you were me and you took applesauce, my 4-5 would have been Alfredo sauce, tomato sauce.
Yeah. Right.
So I did not necessarily pizza sauce, but like tomato sauce that you get in a can.
Right.
Yeah, I would probably. I was thinking. So I was deciding between apple and Alfredo
Okay.
in my head,
Right. Right.
and then I was like, tomato I could cook with so much. I was like, nah, I want the applesauce.
Yeah. No.
And if we're
Applesauce
talking
is
like
dope.
condiments, whole different story.
Right.
Because I'm taking honey mustard number one. Yep.
Yeah. I probably would have taken buffalo somewhere there too. I really like buffalo.
Hot sauce is buffalo.
Does that count?
Yep. I would. That's what I'm saying. Like, would hot sauce cover all of it?
Yeah.
Because buffalo sauce is hot sauce.
Right.
Like green pepper sauce is still hot sauce. Like, yeah,
Sure.
it's hard. What would you determine?
See, Taylor's thought like pesto. Like
Yeah, pesto's a good one.
sauce.
That one would
Like
be late. That would be
aioli.
late for me.
Sure.
Yeah, and see, like I would want to go basic that I could use in a whole bunch of stuff. Because if like, ketchup and mayonnaise, you can make that because that's called royal sauce. You could just say royal sauce, and then you have a ketchup and mayonnaise mix. I don't know. I like that. That's good. I love food.
Yeah, applesauce was a good one. That was surprising. I didn't expect that. That was good. Smart.
That was actually one of the when you mentioned this, the first like it was hot sauce and applesauce were the first two to come to my mind.
Got it.
I was like, when you said all sauces, I was like,
yeah, sauce is a big thing because I was trying to like pizza sauce. That's kind of like I didn't think about that when I watched that video. So, yeah, cool, very cool, very cool.
Sweet. Nice, that's fun. That's like a radio segment.
Yeah.
Now let's get to our sports.
Yeah, like there's the two main guys, and then like the third dude that does all the sound effects is like, what do you go? If you guys had to pick a sauce, what would you like?
Right, the dude that always comes in like stumbles in late, but he has to handle everything. And
then we've got like this huge discussion about sauces for 30 minutes.
Right, that'd be like for those in our area or Minnesota area, it's the number one sports show on iHeartRadio. Power Trip, the Power Trip Radio. That'd be like Zach Halverson.
Number two would be us. And then
I realized that there was one I thought that would be way more popular that was like in the 20s, which Smartless. But then you go to Apple and they're like number one or like they're high up there. Anyway, sports. So we're gonna mainly focus on Kevin Durant and Jimmy Garoppolo, and then we'll see how much time we have. Do you want to do NBA or NFL first?
We usually start with NBA, so let's do that.
So Kevin Durant, we've said that we, in the past couple of weeks we mentioned this as a story, that we were going to wait until stuff developed before we actually talked about it. Well, now Kevin Durant has officially like requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets, and Adam Silver was interviewed about it, and they're going to talk about players requesting trades before their contract is up, and like basically directed right at Kevin Durant because he signs this huge extension and says, I want to be traded.
And if you're in like the last year of your deal, I can see that being fair. Like I've got 1 year left of my deal. Trade me someplace, get some value for me.
Right. Yep. And that's always been something that's happened forever. Even when it was a owners league versus a players league, the owners always, traded their guy in their last year. So, I mean, it's also just smart. Like everybody gets what they want.
Before we get into talking about the KD trade scenarios, whatever. Did you see that the Jazz want 7 to 8 firsts for Donovan Mitchell?
That's
not gonna happen.
No. I was almost like speechless there. I was trying to think like, what would it take for like? I was trying to think of any player that I would use 8 pick first for, like right now.
Prime AD wasn't even worse.
And then try to think of a team that can afford that many picks to give up. Then that would win a championship with Donovan. You have to win. You're giving up when you give up that much. Just like the Timberwolves, you gave up so much. You have to win. Right. Championship. Anything but a championship's failure. So like if you give up 8 firsts for Donovan Mitchell, that's you're saying you're winning the championship now and in the future.
Right.
That is wow. No, I did not hear that. That is one of the dumbest things of him. He's never going to get out of there.
Yeah.
He said he's fine if he stays in Utah. Well, I think he's going to be staying in Utah.
Yeah, for quite a while.
Yep. Yeah. Unless Chris Middleton's out for like the whole year, maybe the Bucks can get a package like that because I could see them doing it. But the Bucks aren't a team that does that. They just don't seem like a team that would do that. So I don't know. To me, like that's the team that I think people aren't talking about enough. That because Chris Middleton wants to play 3 now. He doesn't want to play the 2. Donovan Mitchell can play the 1 or 2. But you have what's his nuts?
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell's got to be.
Who's their point guard? They're really good. Drew Holiday.
Right.
Yeah. So you'd have Donovan Mitchell as the 2, Chris Middleton as the 3.
Yeah, but see, Donovan Mitchell's usage rate has got to be high, right? It's got to be higher than Drew or.
Well, Chris Middleton's fine being a 3-and-D guy. He doesn't have to be that number 2.
Right.
He's played that before.
Yeah, but like
Drew Holiday as a 4 becomes much nicer than Drew Holiday as a 3.
You have Donovan Mitchell. Like the ball's gonna need to be in his hands a lot.
Yep.
So I just don't see that happening as much as
like maybe the fit doesn't work. I guess I was thinking more of just position and
see like the Heat. I know the Heat have been tied to Donovan Mitchell. Now this is a Donovan Mitchell segment, but I know the Heat have been tied to Donovan Mitchell, and that one makes sense because Jimmy doesn't really need the ball in his hands. Like I don't know, he can actually rely on somebody else.
Yeah, I just don't want the Heat to win, so let's not do that.
Yeah, Bam Adebayo is overrated, and so
statistically, Robert Williams. I think Mitchell Robinson has similar stats for a couple of years. So yeah, Bam Adebayo is overrated. He's good, but he's overrated. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say that 7 to 8 pick thing before we got the KD.
That's dumb as hell. So now on to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant officially requests a trade from Brooklyn, as we mentioned. Adam Silver did his press conference, primarily targeted at KD regarding the CBA and players requesting out so late into their contracts. We mentioned that first last year your contract should be okay. Well, I hate it. I hate players requesting trades like super early on. I hate even more people showing up overweight and purposely not trying as well. I hate that as well. Yep. I think something needs to get done, but in the meantime, before the players give up at least some power, we'll see what happens there. It's Adam Silver has bent over for them, so we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we'll enjoy the fun and speculation. So where should Kevin Durant go, or where would he go? Like, where should he? Where does he fit that they might not happen? Or, wild card team?
I think my favorite scenario would be Golden State.
Mine would be Minnesota.
Mine would be Golden State.
Okay.
Because you can get rid of Wiggins, which you probably should get rid of Wiggins if you're Golden State. Like, Golden State fans would be like, "Oh, well, why would we get rid of Wiggins? He did so well for us." Wiggins is not. He's over. Oh, what did I just say about Bam?
Overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
Yeah. Could you imagine the Wolves get KD and he's still the tallest person on the court?
Right. Yeah. Well, Rudy's like 7'2".
Right. Like, and then Cat's 6'11" or 7 foot.
Yeah.
KD's 7 foot. Just the Wolves are just tossing it over.
You know, the average wingspan of the Wolves starters is like 7'2". Like their wingspan, because
Rudy Gobert's is massive.
Yeah, Jaden's not long. Cat's long.
What about his wingspan?
Yeah, and Ant's really long too. So
yeah, both of those guys are in the Gorgie Gen Club.
Yeah, for sure.
Rob
Gronkowski and Gorgie walk in, and it's just dragging on the ground.
Yeah. Oh my God, are those guys wearing coattails?
Nope, that's
just Gorgie and Gronk. The 2 G's.
Yeah, so my favorite thing would be Golden State because I think they can give up Wiggins, they could give up Poole, which I don't know.
That's the thing. Everybody keeps saying, like, all the analysts, oh, Poole is somebody you can't give up. He's a young star. He's proved it in the playoffs. I was like, no, he didn't. But yeah, I think you can give up Poole. There's no reason.
I do too. You give up Kuminga. Once again, I don't think Kuminga's all that great. Like he's shown flashes. He's really athletic.
Kuminga. If I'm giving up Wiggins and Poole, I'm keeping Kuminga.
Yeah, but Moody, you get rid of. Wiseman, you could get rid of. I mean, it's like Wiseman or Kuminga. They probably want Wiseman.
Out of those three, I'd give
know.
up Moody. Out of those three, I'd give up
Right,
Moody.
right, but you probably have to give up probably something similar.
Well,
to what the
they
Wolves
just said
gave
they
up,
want,
so,
they said they want like 6 to 8 first round picks or 6 first round picks and players.
right.
I think Wiggins, Poole,
Poole,
and a few firsts should be enough. You shouldn't have to give up more than that.
yeah, you shouldn't
Like,
have to.
the Nets
but,
are going to ask for more because of the Gobert trade, but like
right,
Kevin Durant is at what 34 years old.
right.
Like, so in the Warriors scenario, they shouldn't have to give up more than Wiggins and one other player plus picks.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, like you're also like you're getting a like a crazy window for the Warriors. You know what I mean? So like I could see like if you saying you're getting Kevin Durant, you're gonna have 3 more years left on his deal. You might as well give up 3 first round picks at least because like
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
for
You can
each
give up,
year, like,
if you're getting Kevin Durant and you're the Warriors where you already have Steph and Clay, the future is not on your mind.
right.
So
Yeah.
I think the Warriors could afford to. They could give up the 8 first round picks. I wouldn't be mad as a fan for them.
Right.
Like you're getting Kevin Durant still at like really good performance, and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson all at the same time for a year or 2 more. Then even on their decline, if Kuminga develops, a Wiseman develops, they still have a good enough team around them where you can keep winning. So
Yeah.
you are gonna maybe give up 2 picks of good value if you gave up 8 picks as the Warriors.
Yeah, because here's how if you compare it to the Gobert trade, the Wolves had to give up the picks, like what are the 3 first and then the swap, so like 4 picks.
Yeah.
Right. So they had to give up the picks because they didn't give them any young talent, like sure
Vanderbilt, even though he wasn't that young.
like Vando, but like I don't know, like Vando, Kessler unproven, Pat Bev's 34, Malik Beasley had an off year, so like we didn't give up any premier.
Didn't we give up our Bolmaro to them?
I think Bolmaro was on there, but then like
pretty sure Bolmaro got traded too.
So, but also Bolmaro was like G League, so it's like I don't know. It was like the Wolves didn't give up any, like every trade scenario, people wanted McDaniels. Right. Like,
right.
So, and they didn't give up McDaniels. And so they threw in more picks and like non-relevant players, I guess. But then they also helped their bench. So like in the Warriors trading for KD, I think that's different because like people want 4 premier players and 4 picks. Like that's the package teams are looking for. When in reality, if the Wolves were to give up Jaden McDaniels, it would have been like Pat Bev, Beasley to match contracts. Right, it would have been Jaden McDaniels and probably like Walker Kessler and a first. So it would have been like, I don't know, maybe even less than that. So it wouldn't have been like 4 first round picks. It would have been like 3 players and 2 picks. Or that's if we would have given up Jaden. So the Warriors doing Wiggins to match the salary, Poole as like the next face of the Nets, right? Like he'd be like the face of the Nets or whatever. And then probably another young player, Kuminga, Wiseman, Moody. And then probably a couple firsts. Yeah, I think that's fair because the Wolves didn't give up any premier players. They
just gave up potential.
Yeah. For a 4-year window.
If a couple of those guys hit us like a high, like if reach their potential, that's giving up a couple studs.
Yeah.
If they hit potential.
Oh yeah, but you don't know about the picks, right?
Right, and then you don't know about the picks. So the Wolves gave up potential, no proven talents.
All right. But like if you were to trade for KD, you give up
proven talent in both Wiggins and Poole,
right,
and Kuminga. If you did do that,
yeah, and a couple picks first.
So,
so yeah.
I think the Warriors make sense. I think
there was a really stupid Boston trade. It was like KD for Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, someone else.
We know how we feel about Jaylen Brown. I'm not giving up Jaylen Brown. No. Jaylen Brown's more of an untouchable than Jason Tatum for me.
Yeah. Hell no.
We've said it before, dude. Like I get it. Jason Tatum is so inefficient.
Who says no? The Celtics? Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were the Celtics in a million years. Oh, give up Robert Williams, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart for KD. Like, it's just so dumb. Yeah, so not the Celtics. What were some of the other teams? Miami, he said.
Knicks have a lot of picks. Yeah,
Miami.
He's like picking his team. Does he have a no trade clause?
Probably. I don't know. He requested a trade. I don't know.
I'd ship him anywhere. I'd ship him OKC.
If he doesn't have a trade. Yeah, well, that's the thing is OKC has all those picks.
Yeah. Magic, Knicks, Detroit. Like, though, they all got a ton of picks.
Yeah.
So that's where I would, one of those teams.
Detroit, if you can somehow keep your top two from this year and
Cade, Bay, Ivy, Cade, and Sadiq Bey. You keep them.
Yeah, well, there's the
Durant. Yeah, Jalen Durant.
We want to try to keep him too.
Yeah, keep those 4, trade the other 11 people, and
all your picks.
Yeah.
I would love KD in Detroit.
Yeah.
He would not match that city. That city would eat him alive.
Oh, yeah.
I think Detroit would eat him alive, but in terms of basketball, Detroit would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe get Damian Lillard some help.
Yeah.
Maybe get Bradley Beal some help. Maybe be a.
We talked about that. We talked about that today. Like,
maybe be a 1-2
yeah,
like that.
I get it that they're trying to be loyal. I mean, I get that.
KG did it for so long.
Yeah, I get that, but like, and like I was getting into the same, like we were almost getting into the same situation with Cat, where like we've done nothing for him,
right?
Nothing for Cat.
I would understand if he left.
And yeah, I was getting to the point where I was like, is Cat gonna request a trade soon? But now I'm like, okay, we went and got D'Angelo Russell. We hit on Anthony Edwards. Like now we're getting to go. We hit on Anthony Edwards. We hit on McDaniels. We probably hit on Noel. And so now like
McLaughlin shows potential.
Yeah, he's a great backup point.
And then you get defenders. So
yeah. Prince, Anderson, Naz Reid is whatever, but good offensive guy.
How do we get on the Wolves?
Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard. But like Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard, they've gotten nothing. So yeah, giving them some help would be miraculous to see the franchise do that because they've done nothing.
Yeah. I would love to see one of those two teams just out of fun. Another team, I think dark horse team would be Sacramento.
Did you know that no active NBA player right now has ever played Sacramento in the playoffs? That's how long it's been since Sacramento.
I'm surprised LeBron never did.
That was after
Sacramento probably never got to the Eastern Conference, like to face the championship.
Yeah. Like the Boogie years, you mean?
No, I was thinking like the Bibby years and
Peja.
Where LeBron would have. I feel like LeBron was their rookie or second year at that point.
Yeah, no active NBA players ever played Sacramento in the playoffs.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
The Wolves are like, we can't talk shit. The Wolves are like the losingest franchise, but still, we're on our way up, right?
Yeah,
right.
We're on the up and up. Yeah.
Anyway, that's where I think KD should go. Would be dark horse Sacramento. Otherwise, Warriors. Makes the most sense.
Send him to the Knicks.
Otherwise, Detroit Pistons would be my favorite.
Yeah. OKC for me.
OKC would be hilarious. Now let's do football. Jimmy Garoppolo. He is currently San Francisco 49ers quarterback. However, he got surgery and he will not be back until at least late October, delaying him by a potential 10 games total if it goes wrong. What team Niners, is going to be in a situation where there's no team going to trade for him now?
Right.
So what team is going to be have a decent amount of wins by that point in the season that needs a quarterback?
Who's in I was gonna say who's in Indianapolis, but that's Matt Ryan. I'll stick with him.
Because the favorites
maybe
the favorites are Seahawks, Falcons.
Seahawks aren't gonna have any wins.
And
Falcons
Giants.
aren't gonna have any wins.
Well, the Falcons have Mariota. So Falcons could get a few wins and then get hurt.
but I mean, like, you're I mean, yeah, the Falcons, they're missing their top wide receiver because he bet on games. He bet on like one game over the course of a week, like $5,000,
which is way worse
but
than
he
66
also
women.
yeah, but he also didn't touch 66 women. So
one immediate suspended.
quarter of the season for him. That's what I would do. 4 to 5 games.
Yep.
That's what I would say for Calvin Ridley. If you did it again, 8 games. It's like with Josh Gordon, right? Like it was like 2 games, then it was like 8 games, then it was like a year.
I would say suspend him for 4. I would say 4, and then when he appeals, bring it down to 3.
Yeah, 3
games.
Yeah.
Like he still misses 3 games where it's enough to actually affect his stats and maybe affect his bonuses, but not enough games where it's like a true punishment, like he did a super bad crime,
like molestation or something,
right? Like molestation or harassment or assault, like that. Something that you really wouldn't want the face of your team to have on his record.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't like the Giants fit. I really don't.
I don't either. The Giants need to in my opinion, the Giants need to blow it up and trade Saquon because they're going to get the max amount of value for Saquon earlier.
It's one of those things Giants fans absolutely hate it, but most other fans in the NFL are like, yeah, trade Saquon.
Yeah. Honestly,
I get the love for him, but I trade him. This is the most value he'll have.
Yeah. It's like the Eagles and LaShawn McCoy, right? Like LaShawn McCoy was like in his prime, right? Like one of the top producing running backs, but it's like we got to trade him, I guess.
You had to. So
Saints would be my pick.
So the thing that everybody says about the Giants with Daniel Jones, like we haven't gotten to see Daniel Jones' true potential because every year he's been in the league, he has the 32nd ranked offensive line.
Yeah, his offensive line is garbage. 100%. Yeah.
So Jimmy G is super injury prone. We'll all admit that, right? Like if there's a face for injury prone for quarterbacks, it's Jimmy G or Carson Wentz. What's Jimmy Garoppolo going to do behind a team with the 32nd ranked offensive line?
And right now he's got just referring to Madden ratings, the only 99 tackle, the only 99 offensive lineman, I believe, is Trent Williams, who was on the Niners. So and he had Staley. Right, he probably had Staley towards the end of his career.
He had a bunch of good offensive linemen.
They hit on
plus
that rookie,
Kittle.
Right? Yeah, They hit on that rookie too. Like they have a rookie
you're thinking
tackle.
Deshaun again.
Oh, yeah. So plus Kittle, right? Kittle's a good blocker. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they've always had good running backs. Juszczyk, the block.
Still have Juszczyk. Raheem Mostert. They got fast.
They have all these. People. Yeah. Jimmy G's not going to do anything in New York. Daniel Jones is. I'm one of those people. I don't think we've seen what Daniel Jones can do. I still don't think he's going to be great if he does show what he can do. But he hasn't gotten a fair shot, just like a couple other QBs throughout time.
He's probably better than Sam Darnold. I don't know. He's probably in that range.
But exactly. But we don't.
That area.
We haven't even gotten to see it because he's had such a bad line.
Ceiling is like a step under Baker, maybe. Probably for him, and then
maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Like Baker's
I could see him being better than Tua.
Yeah, except in the red zone. But
yeah, and then he would just run it in because he's faster than Lamar.
I can see Saints because Saints
could be good for
Saints are always good enough, and they always win a couple. Like they're always good enough. I don't know.
I love the idea of going back to the Patriots or going behind Tom Brady.
See, I don't think I don't like. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not. I saw
somebody say go behind Tom Brady for a year, and I was like, if you want to see Tom Brady start shaving points and throwing games, you put Jimmy G on his team again. I was like, Tom Brady will say no to that trade.
Right.
I think that is the best thing for Jimmy G would be go to Tampa Bay in case Tom Brady gets hurt, but then you re-sign with Tampa Bay and replace Brady when he's done. I think that would be the greatest thing.
That's not a bad idea because they got good defense. They got good defense. They got good O-line. They got weapons.
They got I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think Tom Brady would hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also thought a fun one, but also funny one was by that point in the season, if it is the maximum 10 games, Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw that one as a fun
Eagles.
one.
If Eagles are in the hunt, I think he's better than Hurts, right? Like,
I agree. We're in the minority there. Most people would say Hurts, but I don't think Hurts is great.
let's see. Yeah, for some reason, Saints. I like the Bucks
because they're in
I
a bad
Eagles.
division football team.
Yeah, they just trade for Wentz though.
That's what I'm saying, because they're going to be 10 games into the season. They'll be like 4-6.
In the hunt.
They'll be in the hunt because they're in the NFC East,
Yeah.
and they'll get Jimmy. And then Jimmy will take them to like first in the NFC East.
Yeah, they'll be 4-6. The league leaders will be the Cowboys at 5-5.
Yep.
Or the division leaders will be 5-5.
The Eagles will be 3-5 or 4-6.
Yeah.
And
then the Giants will be 1-7.
Right. Yeah. 1-9. They'll be 1-7. They've stopped playing.
They got nothing. Saquon tore his ACL again, so it's just over.
Yeah.
What else?
So football team could be good.
Nobody in the AFC East or West. Nobody in the West. AFC West. They're all stacked.
That's insane. Best football, best set of quarterbacks in a single division in NFL history.
I would say Bears, but
yeah,
they're bad.
Maybe if Justin Fields gets hurt, because they're not, even if Justin Fields.
No, like you were saying, bad O lines. Like their
O line's not great.
They're bad O line.
The Lions,
maybe
that could be fun.
Lions aren't like Lions. I don't know how to explain it. Lions are bad, but like they can win a couple games. Like I think the Lions are better than the Bears.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
He could be fine with the Steelers.
Yeah, I was thinking Steelers too, but like
he's about the same as Trubisky. So if Trubisky is in that division, if he's actually able to keep up with the other three teams,
yeah. So and some people are the two people that watch this, they're gonna be like Trubisky, what? And I'm gonna be like Trubisky's got the same like winning percentage as Josh Allen. So,
I'd say football team would be my like out of left field, like maybe team. Buccaneers is my favorite. Most likely, I think Saints. I agree with you, Saints. I think Seahawks,
Saints and Eagles. I don't for some reason like Eagles, and then it's like I don't know. That would just piss Hurts off, and I'm like okay with that because like if the Eagles organization aren't sure of Jalen Hurts, then bring in Jimmy G, because then you're gonna piss off Jalen Hurts and he's gonna walk and it's gonna be like whatever, or you're gonna trade him or whatever.
It's probably gonna be a team out of left field. Like it's gonna be somebody that's gotten hurt, like a Derek Carr, like in a super tough division.
Okay, yeah.
Super tough division. He's gotten hurt before, but he's able to keep them at least competitive. They signed Jimmy G. Like like knock on wood. I would hate if Derek Carr got hurt again. I would love to see the Raiders.
I want that. No, I just want that whole division to stay healthy the entire year.
That's
just going to be the best football.
I don't know. I root for Derek Carr a lot. We wanted him over Teddy. We thought it was good. We cheered. Well, the Vikings traded up. We went Derek Carr, and then they took Teddy Bridgewater.
And we were like, that's okay.
That's pretty good, right? Yeah. Yep. I will always remember that. But it's gonna be like Justin Herbert. It'll be one of those teams in a competitive division. It could be again knockout. It could be Kirk Cousins. Vikings could trade for Jimmy G at that point. They don't trust Kellen Mond. Sean Mannion's not gonna win you games. I promise. Right. If the Niners are willing to take a part of his salary,
sure.
I could.
Vikings have $15 million cap room right now.
Right. So I think if Kirk Cousins got hurt, I could see Jimmy G coming here. Normally you don't think about your team in those sort of scenarios, but yeah, when you think of a competitive division,
I could see any starting quarterback goes down. I think I'd call up the 49ers right away.
Yep.
That's
Because Jimmy G's money against the cap this year is not a lot.
Yeah, and granted, his value is going to go up if your quarterback gets hurt.
That's why I thought it would be smart to trade for him now.
Right.
Like a football team, like
in
a
my
Giants,
opinion, you
Buccaneers.
said the Patriots earlier. I think Jimmy G gives them a better chance to win than Mac Jones. So,
I would agree. That's the reason the Patriots I don't think will is because people will want Jimmy G over Mac Jones.
Yeah,
especially in New England.
Yeah, unpopular opinion from NFL media, but I don't think Mac Jones is great. So
yeah, I don't think he's.
He won a game with
great.
three. He won a game with 3 passes.
Hey, that is a Pro Bowl quarterback you're talking about.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's sad to say.
Yeah.
Because he's not great.
No, I don't think he's. I think the reason he's good is he came into the NFL with a high floor, low ceiling.
Yeah.
So he's good. And this is about what we'll see from him, I think.
Yeah.
Like what you see now. That's Mac Jones. Who?
Yeah.
Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
Another unpopular opinion. I think prime Teddy Bridgewater is better than Mac Jones.
I would agree. Yep. I think prime
Teddy Bridgewater is not that great, but
pre-injury Teddy Bridgewater is like slightly better than Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. So that's just my random hot take of the day.
Yeah.
Prime Teddy B is better than Mac Jones.
Yeah. You could start throwing Teddy B into players I would have loved to see after not get injured, see where their career ended up. Would have been interesting. Anyway,
I hope it wasn't with us, but because
I don't think he would have taken us far.
No, not as far as Case Keenum.
Oh my God. On that note, thanks for watching, everybody, or listening. For those of you just listening, we'll see you next week. Talking about some super interesting stuff. Maybe another new segment. We'll see. And you all look great today. GG.
GG.